Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you've had a great start to the week. How are you getting on? Have you got your content sorted for this week? If so, what else have you got going on your social media to-do list? Do come and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I am here for Magic March. So I'm going live every day in March to share with you some content cues, some content prompts, ideas of things that you can post. And I'm hoping that will give you lots of inspiration and lots of ideas that you can pop to one side and pop into a plan to make your social media less stressful and less time consuming. So do let me know if you have any questions, any particular topics that you'd like me to cover, any content, particular types of content that you struggle with that you'd like some help with. I'd love to help you with that. So do let me know. Today, I thought what I would do, as it's a Tuesday, is I wanted to cover tips. So I realised that in the talk that I do a lot of, so I've done a talk called the 5 Magic Ingredients, and I talk about 5 different types of posts that you can use to create a structure for your content. And the idea is that that will help make it easier for you to come up with ideas. Let me know how you find coming up with posts and ideas for posts. Is that something you struggle with? If so, I'm hoping these lives will help. But do let me know what kind of thing causes a block for you. But yeah, so I have my 5 magic ingredients. But part of that is even more different types of posts. So these lives are giving me a chance to share those other elements without wanting to overcomplicate matters, basically. But one important thing to remember is that if you want your followers to engage with you, you need to be showing them over time that you are providing value for them. And one way to do that is to share your expertise, share your knowledge. Give them, morning, Fran, lovely to see you, sweetie. I'm sure you catch me every morning. It's lovely to have you along. Sharing your knowledge so that you're positioning yourself as the expert, as the go-to person for whatever it is that you provide. And a really great way of doing that is showing the way you think, showing the advice that you would give your clients. So, for example, me sharing social media tips, they can be really helpful. I'd like to think they always are really helpful for people, and they can get really good reactions. So I've been sharing so I have a campaign, an email sequence at the moment, which you can sign up to by visiting my website, by the way. And it is free weekly tips. And I have come up with 52 ways to wave a magic wand over your social media pages. So it's weekly tips, small steps that you can take to make a difference in your social media. And what I found is that by sharing these tips on social media as well, I'm getting a really good response because people are thinking. It's helping them think outside the box. It's helping them with something really quick and easy they can do. I had one lady who I shared a tip about writing a bio, and she replied to the email straight away with what she'd written using my tips. So I was really excited about that. So it's sort of like the real-time evidence of the difference your tip is making will really help boost your confidence. But of course, it will also sit there in their mind. So say somebody asked this lady, oh, I need some help with social media. I would like to think she would say, oh, you should get in touch with Amy Downs. So you're positioning yourself as an expert by sharing tips. So I would love today for you to have a think about what kind of tips you can share. Fran says, I share my blog post about how indie authors can excel. So Fran has a brilliant blog. She's really consistent with it. And she then shares that on social media. And a way you could take that further, Fran, and anybody listening, if you're sharing your expertise, your knowledge, your advice in a blog, repurpose that. Pull out your favorite lines, the best moments of it, the highlights, and share those maybe as a graphic, maybe as a reel. Fran, I know you love them. Just to catch people's attention really quickly with a quick win for them, which becomes a quick win for you. So sharing those little tips really, really can help with your engagement. But try to think outside the box. Some of the tips that I've shared for my 52 Ways to Wave a Wand campaign have been a little bit, I wouldn't say controversial, but there's stuff that people struggle with. So, for example, the advice to only share one product on your social media, product or service, focus on promoting one thing. Fran, I know you've had resistance to this in the past, but I am seeing, because I'm being consistent with my messaging around that, and I'm sharing that tip far and wide and confidently, people are taking it on board and it is making a difference to them. So it's something that I knew my audience would have a bit of a resistance to, but I knew it could make a massive difference. So pushing the boundaries a little bit is something that is going to get you a response on social media, and it's going to start to build trust, because when people start to listen and they give it a try, like Fran, and they see the difference it is going to make, then they will see you as the expert. So tips are a really great way to create content that is going to show you as an expert, but they're also a really easy type of content to bulk create. This is one of my favorite words, my favorite processes at the moment. Have a think today about different tips you can share. What have you mentioned on social media that people have responded well to that you could elaborate on in another post? What blogs have you written where you shared knowledge that you can repurpose into posts? And what can you do to really get people thinking, really push the boundaries of what the norm is? How can you show people that following your way will really make a difference? So that is today's tip. I would love for you to come and join me for the rest of my 31 days of lives. I have a different content queue every single day. I do have a list, but if you would like me to add any to it, please do let me know. I will be going live tomorrow morning. I'm probably going to go slightly earlier because I'm on a networking session, the Parenting Business Connections networking session, if you're interested in trying that one. Sarah Davis has a brilliant group, and I'm really looking forward to getting back involved with that networking group again. And then Thursday we'll probably be back to 10 o'clock, and then Friday will be marginally earlier because James and I have music bugs. So we're somewhere around 9-10 o'clock for the lives this week, right through till including Saturday, right through till Sunday, when it might be a little bit later because I'm at the football on Saturday. So please do join me and let me know if there's anything you would like some help with. In the meantime, if you have a social media query that I can help with, don't forget that Tuesday is my Ask Amy Anything. So there is a post in the group, if there isn't yet, then I'm going to go and do it now, asking what's bothering you about social media at the moment, so that I can help. So if you post a question in the comments, I will cover it during my live at lunchtime, and I will be able to help you overcome that issue so that I can make sure that you are posting consistently. So I would love to have you join me on that live if you're around at lunchtime. And if you do have anything you would like me to cover, then let me know. But if not, I am going to be covering lives. So we had a brilliant live from I've got a funny feeling this might be your content queue tomorrow as well, as it seems to be what I'm thinking a lot about at the moment. But yeah, we had a guest speaker, Julie Kenny, who helps women with their confidence to speak publicly. And I know from the response in the group that is a topic going live is something that people feel really nervous about. So Julie's live will help you to go live yourself, but I would like to share my thoughts around it as well. So I'm going to be doing that at midday and answering any questions that you have around social media. So do let me know, because I love being able to help you overcome any blocks that you have. I will also sort out the lighting, because although I am blooming shattered today, this lighting definitely isn't helping. Anyway, have a good morning, and I will see you all in a couple of hours. Take care.